Hello and welcome to another edition of the News on India Foundation podcast. I am student journalist Garvit Bhirani and I am joined by Dr. Naveen Thakur, who is the Executive Director of the International Pediatric Association, which examines India's immunization program. Dr. Thakur was also Gujarat's first frontline warrior to get inoculated with the COVID-19 vaccine on January 16, the day India started the world's largest coronavirus vaccine drive. A very warm welcome, sir, and the biggest thank you from all our student journalists for going and above the call of duty in these unprecedented times.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Garvit.
Okay, I would like to start by asking you what led you to volunteer for the vaccine in Gujarat?
See, I being a pediatrician, I am giving immunization for last 35 years. Then I also worked on polio eradication. Then vaccines in general, I served on Gavi board, served on many committees of Government of India. So I believe strongly that vaccine work and vaccine saves life, vaccination saves life. And this is the time when I can reaffirm my trust in vaccines, and when the people are questioning, the vaccines as a whole, safety, efficacy, role. So I volunteered to Government of Gujarat, and I was in Lucknow. So they said, we would like to, it was not like that I may be the first, but I said I can take on the first day. So, But luckily it turned out that I was the first to receive, and I'm doing perfectly fine. So I'm very happy to, part of it.
Okay, so you have set an example to the community, sir. So how was your experience in terms of protocols being followed? What is the process like?
So, so it is a very, very meticulous planning where the government has identified the healthcare workers, frontline health and frontline workers, and they have the data was asked, I think, from us 2 months or 3 months back, and it was then they have created a digital platform, CoWIN, where they are and they entered this data, and they have done a meticulous training and prepared the vaccinators, and the whole process is very smooth.
Okay.
And they have taken all the precautions to for check the identity and then keep the vaccines at required temperature, administer, observe, and at the same time you don't get COVID infection. So there are 3 rooms. So this was never ever before such a meticulous the preparation has been done.
Right. So were you administered Covishield or Covaxin? Because there are reports of side effects like fever, headache. So did you face any?
No, I received Covishield.
Okay.
So we must understand that minor, there is difference between side effect and adverse events following immunization. Because we give vaccines to the healthy people, so not only side effects, but any adverse event which happens after, immunization, it may or may not be related. But if it is, the person who received, if he reports it, it is investigated, So event can be anything, it may be psychological, it may be anything. So the minor side, minor adverse events like fever, malaise, headache, all this happens very commonly with vaccines because your immune system is responding. Because see, what is vaccine? You give vaccine, you stimulate immune system, and immune system recognize the, this antigen, and next time when real virus comes, it responds. So that's very common, but fortunately it happens with this Covishield, it happens in around, something happens in 30%, 40%. I have not faced any, but many of my colleagues have some fever and malaise, headache, rigor, but that's That's always happens, and we know this because as a pediatrician, when we immunize children, we tell their parents that this is going to happen. We give them medicine and we explain, and they take it. Once you explain them, they expect it. They are very happy. Even sometimes they come and say it did not happen, whether vaccine is working or not. But so it is very common. But serious, adverse, and we must also understand that, like we are giving this vaccine to the, high risk, already high risk group, older, and there are many events, health related events will happen over next few months. It will be there will be a X number of heart attack, stroke, accident, death, whatever that is going to happen in normal course of time. And we mostly, what government or authorities do, they keep the background rate.
Okay.
They keep the background rate. What is the normal background rate? And so you have to, and all these will be reported.
Okay. So
it happens after immunization, but main thing is causal association.
Okay.
Whether it was associated with vaccine, and that is investigated by a AEFI committee. So we should not jump to drugs. We have listed side effects. If you open any drug leaflet, you will find a number of side effects listed there. They are common. But in vaccine, even it is one step further that any adverse events is monitored.
Okay. So let me try to understand from you, which lasts longer, immunity after getting coronavirus or protection from coronavirus vaccines?
See, this immunity, what evidence we have that immunity after coronavirus, now the best evidence which is available with us, because this is a new virus, it lasts for around 5 months.
Okay.
But our experience, because vaccines are designed in such a way that you can selectively, have work on the immune system, and it is expected that vaccines will definitely work longer because you have memory cells which will, which will come into the play. So definitely it is, but finally how long, whether we need booster or not, it is anybody, which we will come to know only after the follow-up as we go along.
Sure. So the reports suggest that children are more likely to contract the new coronavirus strain in regard to its earlier strains. How do you view this as a pediatrician, sir?
Yes, so they are definitely more likely. There are some reports which suggest that, but still there is no report which is suggestive that this is more dangerous or more serious. Children were getting infected previously, but were not having a serious disease or hospitalization, death. So we have to keep a watch. But as of now, there are two things happens when a virus mutates. And as of now, we will not calling anything as a strain. It is variant.
Okay.
Because it takes coronavirus is not known to mutate very frequently like flu virus, and already there are a lot of mutations happens since the virus was discovered. But now, there are two things happen. Whether it increases the transmissibility, means power to infect fast and more people, or virulence, means causing more damage. As of now, we don't have any evidence that this is causing more, damage or virulence or more disease, serious disease. So that's, but as I said, we have to keep a watch.
All right. So, sir, moving on to the next question. What would you like to say to the people who are not turning at the centers to get the vaccine jab?
This is your job. This is your loss.
Okay.
Because government, this is not likely to be available very soon in private market, or, if you lose your, as of now, it is health workers, and, more than 5-6, I think I have to check the recent, but more than 5 crore people in the world have been immunized again, with the COVID vaccines. And in India also, since yesterday it was 220,000. And definitely there will be, people will report and highlight the adverse events, and which I explained should not be confused with the side effect. The people will highlight any death happening during this time or hospitalization happening this time, but we should not jump to the conclusion that this is directly related to vaccine. And I would advise, this is your shot, this is your chance. If you really want to take risk, you can ask anyone who has seen corona patient or have suffered or have lost his family member. You would be definitely will never like to take a chance. And that is why I took the shot to say that vaccine is safe, and after more than 48 hours, I have, I'm perfectly healthy, and there is no issue, and I have not received any news from my, whatever I know, that anyone has suffered or has serious adverse events. No doubt there will be some media reports which I don't want to comment unless I verify.
Right, sir, right. Sorry, last question is, in your opinion, how long do you think it will take India to vaccinate enough people to restrict the spread of the virus for good?
See, we are at present our focus is on to decrease the burden on the health system and take care of the people who are, the hospitalization and death. So we are targeting the high risk, and that is around 30 crore people, 300 million people. And by that time, once we reach there in, say, next 3-4 months or 5 months, then we have to see whether we need to immunize the further, people or not, because this is the most vulnerable people and who are likely to suffer more. So if we really want to eradicate the virus, which is nobody is targeting as of now, then whole world needs to be immunized, 70-80% and all that, 70% or so hypothetical, but the priority around the world at present is to reach to the needy people in priority group and decrease the serious disease, hospitalization and deaths.
All right. It was great talking to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining in.
Talking to you.
Thank you so much, sir.